If you are somewhere between 55 and 75 right now, I want you to imagine this. From the age 65 forwards, you may have, let's say, another 8,000 days of life. What happens when driving at night starts feeling risky? Who coordinates doctor visits when one of them has a health scare? What if one of them needs help with bathing, dressing for a few years? What does life look like if one of them is widowed? So longevity is the good news. Long-term care is a predictable side effect of that. It is the prime time to take decision for your later chapters while you're still healthy and insurable. 65 and above today will need some sort of long-term care, and many will need a lot of help. You don't need another calculator. You need a longevity blueprint that connects the life you want, the people you love, and the care you will almost certainly need. If you are somewhere between 55 and 75 right now, I want you to imagine this. From the age 65 forwards, you may have, let's say, another 8,000 days of life. That's around 20 to 22 years. And for many of you, it could be even 30. But here is a twist. Those extra years won't all look the same. We have been sold this idea that retirement is one big, long vacation. But the research out of MIT's Age Lab, for example, shows something much more interesting. Your later life actually breaks down into 4 distinct 8,000 days, like you call it 8,000 days chapter, each with totally different questions, risks, and opportunities. Now, in this video, I want to give you a longevity blueprint, a way to design those chapters on purpose so you can enjoy a long life you're likely to have and be protected when your health is inevitably changes. Not just a retirement plan, a longevity plan. Let's get started. Let me introduce you to a great couple that I just recently met when I was visiting Florida, Raj and Linda. They're both 62. They have done what we told responsible adults, whatever we usually call them, right? They have done well. They paid off their house, they saved diligently in their 401ks, built a nice portfolio, have basic will and trust in place. When they came to see me, they said, this is verbatim of what they said, we just want to know if we can retire at 65 and travel. We are a pretty simple couple. On paper, the numbers looked fine. They had what I would call a solid retirement plan. But as I started asking more questions, not about their money, but about their life, it became clear they did not have longevity plan. They have not thought about it. So I asked questions like, what happens when driving at night starts feeling risky? Who coordinates doctor visits when one of them has a health scare? What if one of them needs help with bathing, dressing for a few years? What does life look like if one of them is widowed at 82 and living alone? They had a great plan for their first chapter of retirement, the active 60s and early 70s chapters, that's what I call it. The other chapters, totally blank. Let's zoom out for a second and look at the reality our generation is facing today. Number one, we are living longer. Demographers have been saying that for years, that in rich countries like US, Europe, many of today's children have a great chance of living to 100 or more if the current trends hold. For adults who reach age 65, the odds of living into their late 80s and beyond are higher than ever. Number two, longevity comes with side effects. Federal research suggests that about 70% of adults who survive to age 65 will develop significant long-term care needs. They need help with basic daily activities, we call it ADLs, at some point before they die. A 2022 analysis found about half of men and nearly 2/3 of women reaching 65 today will need long-term care. Nearly half will need some paid assistance for sure. Number three, more people are emotionally and financially unprepared for this reality. Surveys consistently show that people are confident about retirement, but much less confident when you start asking questions like, okay, who actually helps you if you need care for the next 3 years? So longevity is the good news. Long-term care is a predictable side effect of that. A real longevity plan connects those truths instead of pretending the second one won't happen. Now here's a framework I use, which is heavily inspired by MIT Age Lab's work on the 4 8,000 days phases of retirement. Chapter 1. The honeymoon years, roughly 65 to 75. You might still be working during that time, maybe part-time or maybe consulting. You feel young, strong and curious. This is the prime time to take decision for your later chapters while you're still healthy and insurable. Chapter 2. The big decision years, roughly 75 to 85 years. Housing decision will come into place, whether you stay put or downsize or move closer to your kids or even try 55 plus community. Driving decision also, like you may drive less or maybe hand over your car to your kids. You might start to feel that managing everything like home, health, money is more complex than ever. Chapter 3. The complexity years, 80s and early 90s. Multiple medications, more doctor visit. This is often when caregiving really ramps up. A spouse or adult child is coordinating transportation, meals, meds and appointments. Without a plan, this is where savings can get drained and families get burned out. Chapter 4. The solo journey, often 85 and above. One partner is widowed. Many older adults live alone in those phases. Decision about care, housing and money becomes more urgent and emotional. You want dignity and control, not just rushed into last minute choices, right? Now here a longevity plan asks a simple question. What do I want my life to feel like in each chapters? Now let me give you a simple 3-step blueprint you can use to start your plans today. Step number 1. Define your lifestyle, vision for each chapters. Chapter 1. How do you want to spend the next 8,000 days? You want to travel with your partner or do a part-time work or volunteer or take care of your grandkids? Chapter 2. Where do you want to live? Who do you want nearby? Chapter 3rd and 4th. If your health changes, where do you want to be and who do you want you to help you? Step number 2. Put numbers to that vision, including care. National data shows that annual median cost of a private nursing home today is about $127,000 and above. Assisted living runs about $70,000 per year and above. Home healthcare aids around $77,000 and above per year. HHS and AARP data tell us that around 70% of people 65 and above today will need some sort of long-term care and many will need a lot of help. The question is not if this is a risk, it's how you want to pay for it when it shows up. Step number 3. Choose your funding strategy on purpose. For some, it's a dedicated care bucket of investments that is not touched for anything else. But for others, it's a traditional long-term care insurance or hybrid policies that combines your life insurance or annuities with the LTC benefits. For some homeowners, it may include a thoughtful strategy for using your home equity. Whatever you do, the goal is not to buy a product. The goal is to buy freedom for future you and for the people who you love. If you're still watching, here's what I know about you. You are not satisfied with a generic, I think I'll be okay retirement plan. You care about the quality of your life and the impact on your family. Longevity is here. The great wealth transfer is here today. Women especially are poised to control a huge share of wealth while also doing most of the caregiving and healthcare decision making for their family. You don't need another calculator. You need a longevity blueprint that connects the life you want, the people you love, and the care you will almost certainly need. Here's the next step. Number 1, decide which chapters you are in right now. Number 2, write down one dream and one fear for your next 8,000 days. Now, number 3, if you want help turning that into numbers and protection strategy, I give you a link below in the description where you can start designing your personal longevity plans. Don't wait for health to scare you, to force you decisions that you might regret in the future. You've earned these extra years. Let's make sure you enjoy them and protect them.